With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Number 28, Josh
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tackle made at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Haskins. And that'll be complete to Dillon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off to them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Taron
Johnson made the stop.
4 yards.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On second down, Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And 8.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City 1st down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 23. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. The give is to Jones. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Baltimore Ravens.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
44-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. He'll air this one. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Davis, 56 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 1st down, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Though that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Out. Play 56.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Haskins looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
They'll take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The ball carrier.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd and 7 from the 20. A give to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
There on the tackle.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Ravens 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Cyrus Jones on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, they scared. They scared.
Counter play with Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
That's
How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
56, check 56. Your track. Under 10, under 10.
Now Haskins on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's enough.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Chiefs' 19-yard line.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed. Collision to jar that one free.
Collins on the coverage.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And his kick here is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
25-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Play fake. Murray. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Jones. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier. Leonard Floyd brought him down. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
For a Baltimore Raven.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
56.
Play action. Haskins. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Jacobs, as the 1st half is winding down, and the Ravens have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now Jones. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. A final shot before half from Murray. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20.
It's saying they pay me. I do
and
this for
all
free.
the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenny Galladay, 77 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Kyler Murray, 37 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Chiefs 20.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
34-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Patrick on Wassor up to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Jones. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He was brought down by James Bradbury.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
27-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Shotgun now from Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Murray. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did because, you know, I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better because that one felt like an analytics call that someone didn't have confidence in. You know, normally this coach, I think he would have punted the ball.
Yeah, calculated risk. It didn't work out. A good running there by Jacobs on 1st down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
Landon Collins made the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
From the 41, Haskins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
That's good.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check 37.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's taken down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
From the 17, Haskins. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
The ball carrier.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
At the 1-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Davis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Kansas City.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
56. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They go play action with Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. And that will be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
A big loss.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here, 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Now Murray off play action. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Gerald Everett.
That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Murray, one final try. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.